sit around, hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face, cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, one o'clock of time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From the 6. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They've got the big play. Then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous. But his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's complete. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes out about what the second sounds like the coaches address.
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson now. That's complete left side to Bateman. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He's up to the 20. Now he's free up the left sideline. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath out.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That one complete to Prochet. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Down inside the 10, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking...
That is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Prochet. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, and in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ty Davis-Price, 43 yards. And the Titans have regained the lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the year.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep this confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And some space here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Only 3 there on the screen and second down. Willis now off of play action. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Going across the field, he finds Phillips. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action. Here's Willis. And he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Davis Price on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Willis looks to pass it here. Throw left side to his tight end, Swain. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Willis on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Phillips. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Willis out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. They go play action with Willis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Des Fitzpatrick from 8 yards out. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw, Huntley. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Here's Huntley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Huntley to throw. to Boyle here over the middle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 4th down, Huntley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Benjamin Victor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Ready!
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. By a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give to Davis Price up the middle here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Willis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. So from the 46 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans. Right at the 50-yard line. Play action, Willis. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. 1st and 10, Willis. He gets this one to Davis Price. And it's a Titans touchdown. Ty Davis Price ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pulling good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From the 10.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Back to throw. Huntley. A dump off now to Hill. Oh, look at the juke. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 17 more on that one. First down.
Certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. There picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Huntley. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw again. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be down at the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Tucker with the extra point. This is back to a 5-point game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Willis now off the play fake. On the move to his left. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine from 13 yards out. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Huntley. He's got the connection to Moore. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And this is caught. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Willis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Des Fitzpatrick ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Huntley to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's got some space here. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. 97 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Davis Price. Touchdown! Ty Davis Price from 13 yards out. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Davis Price up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Willis now off of play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Play fake. Here's Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Unlock life, unlock check, Panther.
Davis Price again, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ty Davis Price taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Titans have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Bullock good on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. Willis will try again here after the pick 6. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, it's Willis. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Willis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Willis. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, Huntley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got... two-score game here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me touchdown.
Tyler Wallace, 28 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Willis. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Willis, he'll look to throw it. Airing it out deep for Woods. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And the kick here, no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Willis will try and throw for this. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. The penalty got them half the distance to the goal, down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away.